What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of A Journey into Fantasy. I'm Brandon, and I am joined by Marin as we're going to be talking about the brand new Avatar, Fire and Ash. We're going to be talking about that film, reviewing it, but also we're probably going to be talking about the other two Avatar films, and we're going to rank them later on in the episode. But first, let's talk about some movie news. Let's talk about what's been going on with Avengers Doomsday. So,
What's been
Marin,
going on, man? I saw a
yeah,
lot
what the
of
hell's been
leaked
going on?
stuff.
Yeah, a
I've
lot of leaked
I've
stuff.
I've seen images of leaked stuff, but I've only actually seen one or two teaser trailers. The Dooms
Yeah.
one, I think they released. No, yes, the Dooms one. Was it a Doom
The
one? Like the
Captain
first one they
America one?
released. No, the one before that one. Wasn't there one before? Or is
No,
Captain
it was
America the first
Captain
one?
America, then was Thor. So what they're planning on
Is
doing
Thor
is
already out?
releasing. Yeah, Thor just released today, like online.
I gotta see that one.
But okay, so what Marvel was planning on doing is each week releasing a
For
new
Avatar.
teaser along with the Avatar movie. As no teaser one is said to be Captain America, which was true. Teaser 2 is Thor. Teaser 3, which that recently got leaked, is the X-Men. And it looks epic. It looked epic.
So is it
And
full
teaser
HD or is it kind of
the X-Men
blurry?
one is leaked. The Thor one just got released fully, like
No,
officially
the
released.
leaked one. The leaked one
The
is it?
leaked
It's
one,
not
blurry.
HD.
It's not
Okay.
HD, but it looked epic. But with the fourth teaser, it is I think it is said to be about the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four.
And that's the last one, right?
There is a rumored fifth teaser, as apparently it was in the South Korean databanks, but who knows?
How did they even get this
I
information,
don't
dude?
know. No, but what's crazy about this is that no, the Captain America one got leaked before Avatar was released in theaters, but
Yeah.
literally the same day, a trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day also got leaked. But yeah, it was like an unofficial, unfinished version of the trailer
For Spider-Man?
for Spider-Man.
I saw I
What the
saw
fuck
some
is
of
going
them.
on?
Yeah, I
Honestly,
don't know if that's like, do you think that's on purpose? It has
I
to be,
feel like
right?
the Avengers ones are on purpose in a way. The Spider-Man one, because the same thing happened with No Way Home, where someone leaked like a unfinished version of the trailer, like that is kind of like sewn on their phones, like someone's recording someone's phone
Right.
that it's showing the trailer. That's what it looked like. That's what happened with brand new with No Way Home, and the same thing just practically happened with Brand New Day. So it is crazy, like how a lot of this
It's
is just getting
it's
leaked like nothing.
I mean, it's not. I heard a lot of them are getting taken down as soon as
Yeah.
they get put up, so it's not like they're
Yes.
trying to stop that. But the same thing kind of happened with No Way Home, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
They were just saying, "Oh, these Spider-Men aren't in it." But by the time the movie came out, everybody knew.
Like
So,
No Way
how do you
Home.
feel about the leaks? I mean, we already kind of knew the
Yeah.
X-Men are in the movie.
Yeah.
Would you have rather just like wait to see it in the big
It would.
screen, though?
I do want to say though, No Way Home was the worst kept secret in Hollywood. Like that is like
Oh
a
yeah,
joke about that. But like it would have been nice to have been kept secret, but at the same time, like of course if like it, it's understandable if like going to the movie theater, you can easily pull out your phone, take photos of the screen. But how is this got leaked online before it was in the theaters? It's just
is it
baffling. It's
like I
crazy. But
heard the
I feel
Spider-Man one is because of an app that people use to watch trailers so they could get reviews to it? I didn't know there
I
was an
don't
app
know.
like that.
Maybe could be.
That's what I
I
heard.
know
I
there's
heard
like
there's an app that you could like people like watch the trailers before they get released. The studio could get feedback on them specific trailers. That's why they all kind of look kind of blurry and it looks like it's on somebody's
maybe
phone or somebody's laptop.
it could be, but like I know there's an app where like they send screeners so you can watch movies like before like they're kind of in theaters or
Hmm.
like any time. That's what they used to send me some movies at times.
Yeah, yeah. All right, big review, man.
I wish it was those big films, but like I don't know, like but then again, I'm seeing people like talking about oh it's a Marvel problem, but no, the Spider-Man leak is a Sony problem, not a Marvel problem.
Yes. So
So
what are you thinking?
so like and we Sony have I feel like Sony's been having leaks like crazy for a while, so like I don't know with Sony, it's not surprising. Like I guess with how No Way Home turned out, how a lot of stuff within No Way Home got leaked, and weirdly, not a lot of stuff for like any of the other Marvel
Spider-Man
Sony
movies,
films got leaked.
like Into the Spider-Verse.
I was talking more like Venom and Madam
Oh,
Web, that Craven,
maybe because
Morbius,
nobody cared about those movies.
probably. I don't like that was for me that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like in a way it's intentional so they can like have people talking about it. You know, like at this
Does it
point
need
it
it,
has
you
to be.
think? I feel like these movies are so big, I don't think it needs it.
I don't
Everybody
know.
knows about like Spider-Man and
Yeah,
Avengers.
yeah. I don't know because
I mean, it's for sure enticing there. It keeps it in the news every day. Like every day I'm on Twitter, on Threads, or on whatever social media, I
yeah.
see now I'm seeing the pictures of like, oh, there's this trailer that got leaked. Oh, this character just got confirmed. Oh, who's Sydney Sweeney? It's that one redhead girl's character in Spider-Man.
Oh, it's Sadie Sink.
Sadie Sink's character. Who is she gonna play?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I'm seeing a
and it's
lot of
only
that
we still got
too.
a whole year before this movie comes out.
Yeah,
So
like
this
there's
is
just
them just starting to like roll out the whole process between leaking stuff and
yeah,
like
but you
showing
have
little by little.
but yeah, you have the scoopers, trying to be like, oh, this one person's playing this one person's gonna be in this movie for both Spider-Man and for Avengers, but at the same time, no, they've been doing that for a while, and a lot of the set they were saying was wrong, like how with
Hmm.
the Multiverse of Madness, they were talking about, oh, there's gonna be all these cameos, this one person might be in it, this one person's gonna be in it. A lot of that shit never happened. And I remember with No Way Home, they were talking about, oh, Tobey Maguire's going to also play the MCU version of Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
That obviously didn't happen.
No, Uncle Ben was actually the guy from Madam Web. Remember? I wonder if that's
That's
canon or not.
different movie. Nope, 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 nope.
Sonyverse technically.
That's its own thing. That's its own universe. It was so bad that they were like, yeah, we gotta put this in its own universe. So it's like there's a lot that
Right.
definitely can be done.
But it won't be done. Knowing Mr. Kevin Feige. Do you think they're playing it too safe or not?
No, like I'm seeing a lot of complaints about oh how dare they bring back Steve Rogers when like
Yeah.
the ending his ending an Endgame or because of him passing the mantle to Sam, but at the same time I feel like for comic fans it was obvious that it was going to happen. Like I feel like it was
Because it happens in
obvious.
the comics all the time.
Yeah, I was
Like
in the comics all the
somebody
time.
leaves and then they always come back.
Yeah, somebody dies, they always come back. But like with how the MCU is, like
Hmm.
like I feel like a lot of comic fans spectated that. Oh, Secret Wars could be the next big event, and if it is Secret Wars, depending on the version of it, like the 2015 version of Secret Wars, the comic book dealt with the multiverse. the
Right.
multiverse ending, the multiverse dying, planets colliding, shit like that, and Doom using creating Battle World, and there's all these multiverse variants in it. So I feel like that it was kind of obvious that we would be seeing Chris Evans, Steve Rogers again. And I guarantee you we will most likely be seeing Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man in this. Even though he will be Doom, I do feel like we can see his version of Tony Stark again in this, for sure.
Robert Downey Jr. I think Doctor Doom is Robert Downey. I think well, obviously, but I think Doctor Doom is playing Iron Man. Like Iron Man, I don't know. I don't think that's actually Doctor Doom. That's my thing. Do
Hmm.
you think it's actually? Do you think it's an
I
actual
think it's
Doctor
been
Doom?
confirmed. I think it's been confirmed as Victor Von Doom.
But
But we
by
like
who?
we'll have to wait and see. Like because
Yeah,
we'll just have to
I
wait
don't.
and see all
I
this.
don't think Marvel thinks that we're that dumb because he obviously looks like Iron Man in the movie.
Yeah. But it's like Johnny Storm, well, no, the early 2000s Johnny Storm and Steve Rogers. They obviously look the same.
Yeah, but do you? Yeah, but I mean that was when we were starting out with the
Yeah,
Marvel universe.
so my I don't like we'll have to wait and see how they do this. We'll have to wait and see how they approach this cuz they have to acknowledge Doctor Doom looking like Tony Stark, but at the same time
Yeah,
it's like
right.
how they can do it. Like how
Was
they're
it
going
just
to
like
do that.
Tony? You know, do you think he's gonna have the accent?
Probably
Does
not.
Victor
Well,
Von Doom even have an accent?
I don't think so.
He's from like Tran. He's from like Transylvania.
Laveria.
Liberia. Is he still ruling the world right now in the comics? One
I think
world under Doom.
he died recently in the comics.
Oh, spoilers.
He died, I think, trying to save Valeria after he accidentally killed her.
Bro, how many times is that poor lady gonna be coming back to life and then getting killed? That's his mom, right?
No. That's Reed and
Oh,
Sue's daughter,
yeah. He named.
Valeria.
Didn't he named her after his mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why I
Yes,
got confused.
and that is his goddaughter.
Now, another interesting thing I keep seeing about these teasers about the Avengers trailers is that each one has to do with like a kid or a son or babies, except for I guess the X-Men one. We
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
But Captain America has his kid, Thor has his kid, and they're
Mm-hmm.
saying that Cyclops and Jean Grey might have a baby Cable in that one.
Baby,
A baby
we have to
Josh,
like we don't know.
baby Josh Brolin.
I would
And
love
the
like
theory is that Doom is going after all these people's kids because I don't know something. He lost a kid or something like that in the multiverse.
hmm, that's interesting. I don't know.
That's what I seen.
There's so much theories, so much stuff that
Right.
scoopers are saying about this. Like, I think one of them recently said that Toby Maguire is supposed to be in it, and like it's also being said that the mains for Secret Wars will be Tom Spidey, Toby Spidey, Ryan's Deadpool, and Hugh's Wolverine. But like, who who the fuck knows at this point? Because I remember at one point for Infinity War, they were saying that it's going to be about Spider-Man and Doctor Strange going back in time to stop Thanos. That obviously did not. Well, that was supposed to be the plot for Endgame. I mean, that
Yeah.
obviously didn't fucking happen. So there's just
There's
I don't
so
know. It's all
much, and
confusing. So
we're
much
just starting out. There's still a whole year, and we're still just starting out. It's gonna get better.
because
At first, when this movie got announced that it was replacing King Dynasty, I wasn't like too excited about it. To be honest with you, I was like, "Oh man, that sucks. I wish I would have seen what they would have done with King." But after
yeah.
the whole rollout with the teasers and how
Hmm.
everything how everything is like looking in general, I think I'm excited for this. I'm kind of like I'm hyped. I'm ready for the hype.
Yeah, like I feel like with the scoopers and all that talking about a lot of this stuff, it's kind of like giving fans false hope, like how it did with Multiverse of Madness. Because like more people like were expecting all these cameos, like all these returning characters, all these faces in it,
Right.
and it obviously didn't happen. And they were pretty much doing the same thing with Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, oh, this X Men's going to be in it. This X Men's going to have a small role. This X Men was reached out. Blah 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 blah. Obviously, didn't fucking happen. So, and I feel like when it comes to like some movies nowadays, like I don't know, it's like people like have their fan theories or like people believe what they read online. So they have like high hopes for that, and then will probably just end in disappointment. We've seen that happen a lot. Like lately, though, people were like that with this latest season of Stranger Things,
So is
where
it
it's
done
like
now, right?
New Year's Eve will be the final episode. So
Did you like it?
I'm mixed. I don't
Oh,
think it's terrible, but it could be so much better. But like, yeah, I think that's probably enough talk for Avengers Doomsday. Let's be real.
I
But
could
like
go on and
now,
on. I mean, I could go on and
yeah,
on.
we could go on and on, but this is an Avatar podcast, so let's talk about some Avatar news. As it is said that Zoe Saldana, who plays Neytiri in these films, is going to become the highest grossing actor because, like, yes, it is said that
Really?
she is going to
She
become
gets
the
paid
highest
more than
grossing
Sully?
actor. Hmm?
She gets paid more than Sully? Jake Sully?
Dude, no, she's going to become the highest grossing actor because she's in the Marvel movies.
Oh,
Infinity
okay.
War, Endgame, $1 billion movies. Of course, the Guardians, they weren't $1 billion movies, but yeah, they made a lot of money too. I'm pretty
Right.
sure all of them made over, just about over 700 million. And with these three Avatar films, yes,
Don't forget she was also in Amelia Perez. Top
she won an
grossing
Oscar.
musical.
She
Did
won
she
an
win an
Oscar for
Oscar?
that.
Oh
She won
God.
best supporting actress, which I'm happy for her. I'm happy
Man
for her.
to
You
woman
know,
to
I think
woman
she's
to
great.
man.
You watched that movie?
Oh yeah. I think you called me when I was watching it.
I might have. But the Avatar, no movie trilogy. It's the first movie trilogy to pass 6 billion at the box office, and I think it might be the first trilogy. Like, yeah, like it's like one of the first trilogies to like have just make a lot of money like that. Like that, it's and just a trilogy, not a
Yeah.
huge franchise.
And we were talking about this before, but it's James Cameron's fourth movie in a row that made over $1 billion, and he's like the only director to ever do
Mhm.
that, which is crazy.
And it says here that Fire and Acid tracking to have a higher second weekend than Avatar: The Way of Water at the box office. And I do believe that I remember reading the other day that it how surpassed $700 million in the box office. That's no su- no surprise. No surprise. I feel it will definitely make 1 billion for sure. Will it make 2 billion? Probably not.
No, you don't
Probably
think
not.
so? Nah, I mean the new Avengers trailers that are coming out every week with it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I know a guy that says he's just gonna go because he has a Regal pass, so he's gonna buy a ticket every week just to go watch the new trailer.
Are you gonna do that? Are you
No,
that guy? Or are you just talking about yourself in the third person?
no, I'm not that guy, but he did give me an idea.
But
I think
yeah,
I'll just wait for the because I think when they get released with the movie, it'll come out
yeah,
online the same time.
yeah, yeah. But now let's, I guess, move on from the movie news and just talk about the movie in general. Let's review this movie as it once again follows human turned Navi, Jake Sully, and his family in the planet Pandora as they face the combined threat of the human RDA forces and the Manquan, a tribe of savages Not even.
I don't even know how you remember those names, dude.
Oh, I'm looking at the screen beside me
Oh,
reading them.
okay.
So, like, I
When did
can't
you
lie.
watch this
Like,
movie? What day did you go watch this movie?
watched it this past Saturday, the 27th. Yeah, I watched it the 27th, and it was. I can't lie. This was one that, like, you know how I feel about the Avatar movies. You know how I'm mixed about the Avatar movies. Like,
Yeah,
sure, they're
you're on the
visually
side of the
stunning.
Marines.
They're
I
visually
remember you talking about
stunning.
like, oh, kill all these fucking blue guys.
Definitely revolutionary, but at the same time, I just never really fully cared about them. Like for the first one, it wasn't like fully appeasing, but yet rewatching, it's like, oh, okay, I respect it, you know?
We were kids when the first one came out.
Yeah,
We were like
I didn't
13.
probably no less
We couldn't even watch it in
younger.
the theaters.
I
2012,
watched
right?
it 2009.
Oh, wow.
I remember watching it in 3D
In
as a kid.
theaters?
Yes,
So what was that? So I get the hype now, but I don't understand what the hype was back then about why these movies got so big. Just because he
I
made
don't either
Titanic.
because of the technology, the CGI, the effects, and all that. That's why it's popular.
Did it age well? You've seen the first one recently, haven't you?
Some I can't lie, some of the special effects didn't really age well. But now it
No.
looks much better. Like rewatching The Way of Water because I remember watching that in theaters with you and your sister, and it's like with that one, I thought it was a little bit better than the first one too. But yet a whole hour of it could have been cut out because a whole hour of that movie was just an Ocean Life PSA
For the second one.
for the second one.
What about for this newest one?
But for this one,
It's a
I
little bit of
really
that in there, but
a
not as
little
much as the
bit, but
second one.
yeah, not as much as the second one. But yet at the same time, I have to admit, like with this one, it caught me by surprise on how much I enjoyed it, and I think I might enjoy it a bit more than the first two because this was kind of like what I was wanting to see in the Avatar films in a way. Like after watching the second one, like no minor spoiler, but just just how with the ending, like with the final fight, all of the tribes coming together to like fight the Marines and stuff like that, like that was what I was wanting to see pretty much.
Yeah, this one was way more action packed than the last
Mhm.
two. Well, the
Yeah.
last one in general. The CGI looks really good in
Yes.
this one. I was looking at their skin. I was like, that doesn't look. I'm trying to see like
Yeah.
what makes it look CGI. It all
Hmm.
looks like really good.
Yeah, it all looks amazing. Like,
I still you see a lot of people online because this is probably gonna come out a little later. But there's people online
mhm.
saying this is like one of the weaker ones of the three. I don't really think it's the weaker. I
I
kind of
can
liked it a lot more. The only
I
thing that
kind of
weirds me out
understand.
about the movies is to hear Sergini Weaver. What's her name?
Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney
Sigourney
Weaver.
Weaver's voice coming out of a little girl's body. That every time her voice came on screen, it just took me
Yeah.
out just a little bit.
I kind
I
of
wish,
get like she's
yeah,
yeah, it's actually like she's 76 playing a 14-year-old girl.
yeah, she's up there in age. Her and
Yeah.
Stephen Lang. Stephen
Yeah,
Lang are
Stephen
pretty
Lang
old.
is in an interview, like they were kind of like playing a game, the cast, and like they were asked, "All right, what year did Stephen Lang start acting?" And Sam Worthington like pressed the buzzer to answer, and he goes, "1901."
Damn.
Stephen Lang gets this laugh, is like, "I fucking knew that was coming."
And he's playing a 40-year-old in the movie or something like that.
I
He
don't
does.
know
He
at
doesn't
this
play a
point.
70-year-old.
I don't know. I don't know at this point, but like,
He does pretty like if he's in that motion capture suit, he's doing pretty well with the action scenes and like how he moves his body.
yeah,
Her and him and Sergey Weaver are both doing really well.
yeah, for sure. Again, this takes like years to film because I think James Cameron is like a perfectionist, trying to make sure everything is right, and then at the
He's
same time threatening editors if they cut out stuff.
the little romantic scene with him with Courage and the fire
Or
Navi.
it's the Fire Navi.
Well,
Okay,
and I
let's
didn't
talk
know
about
how
the
much
cast
of a
real quick.
nerd. Well, the director, real quick. I didn't know how much of a
Okay,
nerd he
okay.
was. I saw interviews about with him. He was doing interviews with just with he did one with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's kind of like a big nerd.
James Cameron?
Yeah, James Cameron. I didn't
I'm
know how
gonna be
much.
honest.
Yeah,
Like James Cameron is honestly a genius. Like, cause when he like, we're like no Titanic and all that. He actually does a lot of deep sea diving, like a lot of deep sea stuff. So like he was given a lot of insight on when that implosion happened for that one summer mini submarine. That was it last year or 2 years ago now.
yeah.
I remember just listening to a lot of that stuff, and it was like, whoa, like I, he knows a lot about this, and like,
Well, he's seen the Titan. He's already seen the
yeah, he's
Titanic
seen the
in person.
Titanic, and when he no when 9/11 happened, he was
Hmm.
actually no down there at the Titanic and came up, and that's when actor Bill Paxton told him what happened.
He was in. He was like on like he was like looking at the Titanic when all that stuff happened.
He was down in the water. I think they were trying to get something from the Titanic.
Wow, what the
Like he
hell?
like I when it not just with movies and not just with like the technology and all that, but like it's just kind of listening to him speak about this stuff. It's like, wow, this is fascinating.
He's very passionate about his work. You could tell.
Mm-hmm. Yes, even though it is said that he is hard to work with.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, most like directors like that are super into directing are very hard to. I heard Quentin Tarantino is hard to work with. You got to show your feet every 10 seconds to that guy.
Yeah.
No, but I'm sure he is. But he does really good with his movies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know a lot of people that don't like the Avatar movies. Even when like the second one started getting made,
Hmm.
I wasn't really
Yeah,
too excited for it. I was just kind of like, oh, this is kind of weird to
I
make a
I
sequel
kind
to
of
this
felt
movie.
it was like, oh, this is kind of too late because this what's over about 10 years. Over ten
I had
years at that
I
point.
had that feeling too. It was kind of like, okay, why are we doing this?
Even though I didn't care for the first one, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was still a good one. Even but like a whole hour of it could have been cut out. My
A
dad,
lot, yeah.
he recently watched the second one not too long ago, and even he was like, yeah, a whole hour could have been cut out.
Do these movies only work good in theaters, or do you think they work well when you're watching them at home with your TV?
It depends, I guess. It
I try watching them
like
when I'm at
I
home.
prefer like watching them in theaters. It's just no the big screen. They're obviously made for theaters for sure.
Did you watch it in IMAX?
Yes, this one
I
I
was
watched in IMAX 3D. Amazing.
Oh, I got a headache. I didn't watch it in IMAX, but I did watch it in 3D, and because the IMAX theater at Regal doesn't have recliners, and I really wanted to have recliners if I was gonna sit down for a
Yeah,
3 hour
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I get that. My ass cheek fell asleep, man.
3 hours, but then I was gonna say that I started getting like a little bit of a headache during this movie. I don't
Yeah.
know if you kind of felt that way with the 3D.
I'm going to be honest. I actually had a headache before the movie, so it made no difference.
Oh man, like after the movie, I was telling Hannah that I just felt so nauseous. I felt like I wanted to puke a little bit.
Like I had a headache, sinuses, mostly from sinuses. So yeah, that's not fun to deal with. But like, now let's get into the cast real quick. As we do see Sam Worthington, Joe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang. Now they come back as their characters from the first film with
Right.
Kate Winslet, Cliff Curtis, and who plays Jake Sully's kids coming back. And I thought that the cast did good. No, we do
Spider.
see Spider Jack Sampion.
Mm-hmm.
He was a standout in this one, and we do see I think it's Una Chaplin portraying the antagonist, Farang,
Yeah,
I think his name.
she was. I don't know what she was in, but I heard she had retired before this movie, and she
She's
came back to acting.
Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter.
Oh, oh, really?
I think.
Looks nothing
I
like
think.
him. She should
Yeah,
have
she
had a
is
little mustache.
Charlie Chaplin's. Yeah, she is the granddaughter of English filmmaker and actor Charlie Chaplin.
I thought she was Spanish. Is she not half? Is she like half or something?
She's from Spain.
Oh, well, that's not the kind of Spanish I meant, but okay.
Yeah, it's still Spanish. It's just, I thought she was
She's from
great in this
Spain.
for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
She was a
If
Houston, and like weirdly, she had great dynamics and chemistry with Stephen
Stephen
Lang's
Lang.
Quaritch. I was not expecting that, but seeing them on screen, it's like, damn, they're freaky.
Yeah, Courage's character in this movie was really different than what he's
Mm-hmm.
been playing usually in the Avatar movies. He's
Yeah.
always kind of like a stoic army
Yes.
guy, very militarized.
But like we
But for
kind of
some
see him,
reason, he's yeah,
caring
they
for
kind
his
of make him more
son,
human.
but at the same
Well, he
time,
cared for his son a little bit in the second
yeah,
one, but this one you
like
can see a little bit more, and he's like
I
also you can
really
see he's
enjoyed
trying to
that.
become more human. I
I
guess
really enjoyed that dynamic between him and Spider.
it's funny the longer he is like in the Avatar skin, the
Hmm.
more like human they try to make him, or the more
Yeah,
like nice. I guess is another word.
yeah, I get that. Yeah, like one of my favorite parts with the characters, I guess, was in the beginning
Hmm.
when Jake and Quaritch were pretty much like teaming up to save the kids.
Yeah,
Because I was thinking,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
are we
yeah.
gonna? I was thinking we could be seeing a Quaritch redemption arc in this. Him like understanding the ways of the Navi and all that, and then I was thinking we were going to see a redemption arc with him in this film. We didn't, but it did feel like it
We
was
kind of
setting up for
did.
that. Kind of, but yet it just felt like it was setting up for that. If you get what I mean.
He gives off like big anti-hero vibes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yes, I get that.
And I kind of want to see more of his little sidekick there, his little partner, his sniper buddy.
Mm, that guy. Yeah.
I don't know the actor's name, but I like how they brought him back too. I think they're the only two other avatars.
I don't. Did he die in this?
No, I think he.
I don't know what happened.
I don't
Cause
think he died, but I think it's because Courage went. Well, this is kind of getting into spoilers. Maybe we should. I mean, whatever. So
and let's save it
Courage.
for.
Okay, we can save it for later.
Because I like this is the thing with this film I do want to mention though. It's like with the characters, with Jake, with Natiri. I do think it does great with the main characters. So that's with Jake
Right.
Natiri does have good arcs for the kids, for Kiri, it's a Gordy Weaver's Kiri, and for Jack Champion Spider. But everyone else besides the main characters, well, if you could look at the poster, anywhere else besides the characters on the poster is easily forgettable. All of the supporting characters,
The water avatars
the
or the water
water
navis.
avatars,
Sorry, they're not avatars. They're
the
navis.
water navis, the navis from Natiri's tribe, the humans that have the avatars to turn into navis that are staying in Natiri tribe. Some
Right.
of the other tribes that we kind of see them all team up in a way. Everyone is forgettable pretty much. Everyone does
Yeah.
not feel important to the story. And it's just like, because there's some of the characters like, wait, what happened to this one character? What happened to this one guy? What happened to this one Navi? Are they alive? Are they what? Like,
No. Yeah. I guess another or a
that is
con
a
that I also had.
that is a that is a gripe, a flaw with that I have with the film.
This
Just
movie, even though this movie's like 3 hours long, it did kind of feel some stuff was kind of rushed and just kind of like all mushed together
hmm
with some of the plot. I don't know if you felt that.
kind of. You
There
like
was like
I
a lot of
can't.
going on, you know?
Yes, and like there was one subplot I didn't really like. I guess was how they were like, "Oh, what if we should kill Spider? What if we don't kill Spider?" And then like Jake's like spoilers here, like Jake kind of decides, "Oh, we have to kill him." Like that just felt kind of random. That didn't work out for me, honestly. I
Yeah, because
it was like
nothing really
it's
happens. They
yeah,
don't
like
kill him.
Because, Neytiri, like, I could understand kind of like why Neytiri up all of a sudden does not like Spider. But yeah, all of a sudden now she's liking him. Like, I think there could have been a bit more to that in a way. It just felt all of a sudden Jake's like, oh, we gotta kill him, and Neytiri's all of a sudden like, oh, he's one of us. Like, what?
So a big, this is kind of a little spoiler, but a big plot of the movie, which does deal with Spider, is that he can now breathe the air of the Navi, which is like super
It does
big, which is the
explain.
reason why Sully wants to kill him, or is thinking about like, oh, maybe we should get rid of Spider, just because if the humans get this kid and they dissect him and they figure out how he's breathing all this, the planet is gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know. It's like it showed how that happened. It explained how that happened, but in a way, it kind of felt like that Jake
But
didn't understand how that happened in a way.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand how it happened too, you know? Do you kind of like, do you get it?
So Kiri is like connected to Iwa.
Yeah, yeah. The god,
She
the
knows he
Navi
was
god.
praying and all that to save him, and then like I guess Iwa worked her magic through Kiri and did all that. That's what I got from it. Like it was a miracle performed by with the help of Iwa.
Performed by Kitty.
Kiri.
So I kept hearing, I heard some people call her Kitty, but her name's Kiri. Am I just hearing that wrong?
Uh yeah. Kiri. Kiri.
Kiri.
Am I
I don't
saying
know if we
this
can
right?
talk about this yet, but I wanted to bring it up. What do you think about the co-kiss? Did he get awkward when that popped up?
No, because no, okay. Before watching the film, I saw about it online, but it was said that
Oh, I did not see
it
about
wasn't
it.
it wasn't Sigourney Weaver kissing Jack Champion. It was they had stand-ins,
Well,
appropriate
okay,
age stand-ins.
I
Then
get
that
it's
was
a movie or whatever, but it still kind of took me out a little bit. I was like, what? That's a Navi kissing a human? That's the whole
oh
age thing.
Navi.
I get that
Oh,
it was probably a different actor and whatever. And I thought Spider was 18, to be honest. I didn't know he was young in the
he now
movie.
is.
But I thought what kind of got me weirded out was like, oh, she's kissing a human?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
She's
I
so
get that
big
part.
compared to like Spider.
I wonder if he's going to turn blue. Do I have
Do
him turn
you?
blue?
What do you think is gonna happen? What's your theory? Of what might happen to Spider?
Having
Because
Carrie
he's
have
obviously
human
gonna
not.
have a big role in the movie in the next couple movies.
I feel like we could get to the next couple movies later on, but like I guess because there were already some stuff like somewhat revealed about those, but like with Zack Champion Spider, he will obviously be much older.
Yeah, I mean they take so long to film these movies. I found that like for the kiss. That's how I found out. But he was like super young, like 14 or 15, right? 16, might have been 16. But now he's like
He's now
21.
yeah, he's now 21. Like when they filmed the first movie, yeah, because the first movie came out in 2022. No, the second movie. I mean, the second movie. Part one of this, pretty much, because Way of Water and Fire and Ash. I think that was originally one movie, but
Right.
they split the script in two. They made it two separate films, and when James Cameron went to pitch to the studio that they're doing that, the studio was like, we don't know. And James Cameron just goes, what? You don't want another billion?
I mean, he was right. It made $1 billion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
This one's
very
gonna make
interesting.
this one's gonna make another $1 billion.
But you can tell that like this pretty much carries on from what part two set up for.
Yeah. They are, I mean, if they want to end the movies here, they can, I guess.
It was obviously
I
setting up for
heard,
more though.
yeah, but I
But
remember hearing he wanted to make 5 movies.
you still do. But like, who knows? Like, we'll kind of get into that in a bit. But like,
Right.
Now back to Jack Champion Spider. Like, it's funny because we saw him as Spider in 2022, and then I remember in 2023 when we went to go watch Scream 6. Now he was one of the Ghostface killers in that, and I remember after the movie telling you, "Yo, turns out that's the kid from Avatar," and you're like, "What? He looks older."
Yeah, he's
It was also funny
he
that before those two films, he was actually briefly in Avengers Endgame
as what?
as the kid on the bicycle when like Paul Rudd's Ant-Man comes out of the quantum realm. He's like walking down the street. He's like, "Hey kid, what the hell happened here?" And like the kid on the bicycle turned around. That was him,
I'm gonna look that up now.
and he looked much younger there.
How old is this kid? He's
He's
21 now.
21 now. He's 21 now.
Oh, God, he's younger than us, Brandon. He's already making $1 billion.
Oh my, he's already in $3 billion movies.
Yeah.
It was funny because they were also playing a game and they were like, what franchise had Jack Champion not been in? And they're like the
What was
Scream
it?
franchise, the MCU, and I don't remember what was the third one, but Joe Saldana answered, "Oh, the MCU." And they're like, he was like, "What? Me and you were in the same movie."
He just doesn't remember.
Caesars didn't remember. I think, they met on set or they like met at the rap party, and he's like, "You shouted me out." And she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm going through menopause."
Jack Champion, right? That's his name.
Yes.
Nice. He's so young, man. 14 when he made the Avatar movies.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What about the other
Really
kid
just
actors in this movie? The ones that also play the kids of the actual biological kids.
Loak,
Loak
Britton Dalton,
and the little girl.
who played Loak, is 24. He wasn't in a lot of stuff. Oh wow, he was a
Jack
young Nathan
Champion.
Drake in Uncharted 4.
He's 6'2", so they had him.
Oh
He's
my
they make
gosh, he's
another
taller
Avatar.
than. I saw him at a Spookala back in
Mm-hmm.
2024, but like I saw
Oh,
him
you
from a
did?
distance. Yeah, because he was there, but I saw him from a distance. I didn't like go up to interact. I didn't meet him, but like I saw him from a distance, and I, not gonna lie, I didn't. I was thinking he was probably like the same height as us.
I mean, sometimes they lie about their height.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Who plays Jake and Natiri's youngest daughter, Tuck? She
Talk.
is
That's what I'll
she's
be doing.
16.
Oh, now she's 16.
Now she's 16.
Okay, but in the movie she was probably like 6. She was probably like
Probably.
10. When did they
It's
start
crazy
filming these
how.
movies?
So the Way of Water and Fire and Ash were pretty much filmed back to back in a way, I think.
Jack Champion was around 12 years old when cast for the Avatar sequels, it says here, and filmed between ages 14 and 16.
Makes sense.
His whole
It's
high
like
school years.
production.
Imagine that, your high school years, you're filming this fucking bomb ass movie, and then what were we doing for our high school years? You were filming like news reports. For high school.
I was doing movie reviews. You were being in the theater club.
President of the Tutor Club.
I don't know when this started. Okay. Entered production in 2017.
So it's gonna be 10 years since she's been cast for the movie. Because he's 21 and he was 12 when he got cast.
Yeah.
I saw the what's her name, Zoe Zildjian. She said
Saldana.
that she was like 30 when she got cast for the first movie or something like
She's
that, and
almost
she's gonna be
50. Like,
50. She still
no,
looks good for her age.
she's 47.
47.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's crazy how long it takes to film these movies, but like at the same time, they're visually stunning. But like another gripe that I have with this film
Yeah.
too, no, along with the character gripes that we talked about, my thing is that like I don't know, with this film you don't really feel relatable to none of the characters. I feel like in a way, like they don't
No?
have like
You don't have any connection to the characters?
not like like that's the thing with this film. Like the film franchise, for me, the characters aren't really fully connectable, like in a way, or like they're or like you easily forget their names, or like then again, most of these have like super hard names to remember.
Kiri, that's Navi. Or Navi's the name of the race. You see, I don't remember any of the names of the water people.
What is the name of Jake and Sully's son without looking? Like Jake and Natiri's son without looking.
Spider.
Their biological son.
I don't know. Courage.
Exactly.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
The Cowardly Dog? What?
I remember Courage names.
Yeah, like some of the names are like I don't know. Like I do feel like there could be more to the characters too, but at the same time, I don't know. In a way, it's like, oh, what else can they do to these characters?
Do you think there's more to this whole franchise, or do you think like do you want to see more? I mean, obviously you want to see more. I have the shirt, but do you think they can be more to this franchise? Like, what else can they do? Is it all just gonna be like just them fighting with humans for the next couple of movies until one of them dies?
Probably.
Or
Like,
what is the end
there
result?
obviously could be more because I feel like there's like a lot to explore with Pandora. But honestly, with these films, it does feel like Pandora's the main character in a way. But like at the same time, it's like it does feel like it does explore a lot, but at the same time, it does explore very little. If you get what I mean.
I wish we would have seen more, like of the wind people, of the fire people's like land. They kind of
Yeah.
just stick with like the water and the,
Mm-hmm.
I guess the mountain people or the materials
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, like when I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care much for the water parks. Like when they were back with the Natiris people, I like that part more for some reason.
Yeah, it's because we've seen the water stuff with the wave water.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. We want to see a little bit more.
But yeah, I would love to see like there's a lot obviously that could be explored with Pandora, but yet how can they do that and how can it be done by still making it very interesting too? Because with Avatar with Avatar 4 and 5, I think it already been confirmed that Avatar 4 will take place 8 years after the events of this film.
You think they're gonna go back to Earth? I heard one theory that he well, not a theory, but James Cameron wanted to make a
Or
movie.
he talked about it in a way. I
Would
don't
he?
know if that will happen.
I kind of got that vibe
But
when
how can
Jake
they?
got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like he was an Earth because he was like so massive compared to the humans. I always forget how
Yeah.
big he is until he's like standing next to humans.
Oh, dude, the Navi are huge.
What like 10 feet and almost 10 feet.
They are so tall. It is crazy, but it says here that James Cameron said that he plans for 4 and 5 to be one big story, like how this one and Way of Water was.
So they're gonna be like two movies, not well, film back to back, but like
Yeah,
same story.
yeah. He has said that he's not going to like. I think some of it got filmed, but like he's not going to film the rest until seeing how the box office is for this.
Which it looks pretty. It looks like it's doing well. You mentioned it
Yeah.
in the beginning of the podcast.
But he has said if it's unsuccessful at the box office, he will write a book, do a press release, or something explaining what will happen while we're supposed to happen.
No, I want to
But
see
at
it.
the same time, what's funny is that he seems to be prepared to abandon SIP because he's like, who knows if it gets made or what. And so they talk about
He
how he
might
wants to
be.
do something in between.
Yeah, he might. I mean, I don't blame him. He might be tired of making these avatars. I mean, he's done this for like almost 30 years now.
like I remember at one point he talked about not care like he talked about possibly letting another director direct the other two installments, but who who knows?
How do you feel about that? Would you want to see the Russo brothers take over? No. What was that face? I thought you loved the Russo brothers.
I don't know what the Russo brothers would do with this.
Make it part of the MCU. Same
Oh
universe.
my god. Because I feel like if it were to happen, James Cameron would definitely be in a producing role, overlooking everything, and probably be like a hands-on producer.
I'm surprised that Disney lets him do what like as much as because I heard Disney's like super strict with like their directors.
Mm-hmm. I
But
feel
for
like he's
some, I
just
mean, he's yeah.
he tells them off. I think he tells them like because I remember like I think this was for Way of Water. I don't know if like this was with Disney or with Fox before Fox got sold. Because no, this was in Way of Water was in works before
Hmm.
Fox got sold. And apparently like they couldn't agree on a budget or something like that, or like the producers or like the heads of the studios was they couldn't agree with something, and he's like, hey, you see that lot down there? Yeah, my film Titanic bought you that lot, so thank me.
That's funny.
Like
That's
he was
crazy.
really
Is yeah.
it's
I've seen
he's really the
Titanic and
type
it's
that's like he's the
yeah.
type that's like my way or the highway.
Well, because he could just go to another studio and make them $1 billion.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
That's what it seems
I've
like.
seen the Titanic movie, and I don't know if it deserves a billion. I don't know why his movies make so much money. I mean, they're good movies. There's, I
I
guess,
think
because they're
Titanic won.
spectacles.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I think
Because
it
they're like
costs
just
more to
massive.
build it. I think like at the time it cost more to like build like the prop for the Titanic more than it did for the actual Titanic. Or there was just something like that.
Well, if you, the thing is, just because you put so much money into a movie doesn't mean you're gonna get more money out of it. I just saw, I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't know. And the
yeah.
writing, like another thing with the movie, this movie Avatar, the dialogue isn't really that good. Did you like? I don't really like the
No,
dialogue. They say bro
some
way
of
too
it.
much.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, bro, calm down, bro.
Hey, yo, bro, you're a pendejo. Anyway,
Hey, bro. Yeah, I wish they
bro.
need to tone down the bro.
Yeah, that I did kind of like. No, now that you mention it, it's like, oh wow, they did say bro a lot.
Yeah, they said it way too much. The
Yeah.
writing, that's what, the writing in these Avatar movies aren't the best. I don't think the dialogue is
No.
like anything to go home about.
But at the same
The
time, like
dialogue,
really what
not the writing of the story. The
yeah, I
story's
get
pretty,
what you mean.
enticing a
Yeah.
little bit.
But like really what my favorite part about this is the action. Because like,
I
even
like the
with the first film,
CGI a
the
lot
action
in
was
this.
really good. In the second film, the action was still really good,
Right.
very entertaining. But like with this one, it was like all out war kind of in a way, and like that was kind of what I was expecting for this. That's what I was kind of wanting to see. Like I mentioned earlier in the podcast, I was really wanting to see all of the tribes come together against the military people. Pretty much against the military people and the fire people, the fire Navi.
The Fire Nation came to attack.
But yep, yep. So like, like all that was super cool to see. But like, I don't know. I just wish there were just more character moments within.
I know for a 3 hour movie, you would think.
I wanted to see more to the characters. Like, let's look at some of the other final battles. Like,
I will say this
let's
final battle in this
talk
movie
about.
was way better than the final battle in The Way of Water.
No, yeah. Well, like, no, looking at the final battle within like um Endgame for an example. Like we already knew all the characters, but yeah, there were still great side character moments, even if they're not the main focus of the film. If you get what I mean, right?
I think Fortnite had a better ending battle.
Oh yeah, Miku on Godzilla.
I can't believe that's the
K-pop
real
Demon
thing.
Hunters, the Bride from Kill Bill, Superman,
Superman.
the Thunderbolts with Iron Man.
I forgot Thunderbolts were in Fortnite.
It's just Bucky and Yelena.
Ah, okay. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the DeLorean.
the DeLorean. I do like. I don't know. I want to like these movies. I don't know. I like them, but I wish there was
Yeah, I
more
like.
like to the world.
Yeah, I like them, but for me they're not amazing. Like this one, I will admit, this one was amazing, but like
They look
besides like
amazing. They
really
look really
the
good.
accent and stuff, like I feel like it needs more. It needs like because the world of Pandora is just fascinating, but at the same time, it's like it needs more to it. I feel like no, the characters. I do think that the characters need more to them. Like come no comparing them to like other fictional, like comparing them to the Star Wars characters. Not really much characters in this feel relatable in a way.
Do you think? Oh, you already said it, but I don't know. I think it'd be cool to let someone else take control of the ship or make their own Navi movie.
Expand and make a spinoff, like focusing on something
Something.
else
I
within
don't.
the world of Pandora. Maybe I think they're
Maybe.
doing that. I think they did that with the games. Actually,
I heard the games are pretty good.
you haven't played them.
No,
I figured you would have on Game Pass if it's on there.
no, it's not. I checked.
Uh,
It's a Ubisoft game. Game Pass has like Ubisoft classic games.
should be on PlayStation then or no?
I don't know. Game Pass has Ubisoft, but like the classic Ubisoft games.
Okay, interesting.
Are you gonna play it?
I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I actually never seen gameplay of the game, so well, who knows? If it looks cool, I might try it out.
They say a lot of reviews say it's like a Far Cry game if you play those.
I've seen gameplay of them.
It's kind of it has the same
Yeah.
kind of style as Far Cry.
Okay, interesting.
No, I'd rather play Fortnite with my Jake Sully skin.
You have Jake Sully?
Yeah.
I thought you had Naturi only.
No. I have Jake Sully. I didn't get Natiri.
Oh,
I like
I
that
know you had.
skin because when he's in the dark, his stains glow like my shirt glows.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Like, why would you rank the Avatar films?
Between the first three, oh, I guess the only
Yeah, just
three.
it's the only three.
Um, Maybe it's recency bias, but I think that this Fire and Ash one is like my favorite, just because
I think so too. I have to agree.
none of the Avatar movies are like I like them because they're like writing and their dialogue. I just like how they
Hmm.
look and like I like their action.
Hmm.
And this
Yeah, I
one
get
for
that.
sure looks the best and has like the best action. So I think this just makes it like the best Avatar movie for me right now. And then they would have to go Way of Water. That one looks the second best, and then the first
Yeah,
Avatar.
yeah, I
I
get
think
that.
just Way of Water because when it came out, it was real. It was like so crazy to me that they're gonna make a sequel to a movie that came out years, like
I
over
think
20 years ago or over 10 years ago.
I bought the cup and you bought the popcorn bucket or
Oh, we
something.
went together. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
'cause
think
you
that
called
popcorn
me
bucket
last
is
minute.
huge. It's like a Navi popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I remember you called me last minute. It's like, hey, I'm in this crappy theater. Come over and let's watch Avatar: Way of Water. And I'm like, what? Come on, it
Were
starts in
you
20
reviewing
minutes.
movies at the time or no?
Yeah, that's when I started.
So what did okay? So this was
That's
3
when I
hours.
started.
Was it the same runtime for both movies, or was
I
this
think
a
it was about
longer?
this. I think it was the same because I think it was like because I think on Disney Plus it said that The Way of Water was like 3 hours and 16 minutes, and I think Fire and Ash was also 3 hours and 16 minutes.
Yikes!
They were about the same, but yet like we mentioned, The Way of Water just felt slow. Like had that whole second
Yeah,
hour that was just an Ocean PSA, which it looked stunning. I will admit that, but just it wasn't necessary in the film, honestly.
Have
It's
you
like,
ever been to
okay,
any of
okay,
the Avatar World in Disney World?
I haven't.
You need to go, and you need to go to
I've
the
heard
Star Wars
amazing things
one.
about them. I want to go to Star Wars more than anything.
I think no,
Like,
they're not. Star Wars is in Hollywood Studios, or what
yeah,
is it
Star
called
Wars is in
now?
Hollywood Studios and both Galaxy's Edge Hollywood Studios and
Navi
Pandora is
Pandora is an
in Animal
animal.
Kingdom. Animal Kingdom. Yes.
Pandora, it looks really cool. I know it's kind of impossible to do, but it would be cool if they could get like giant people in Navi suits, but I don't know how they would do it. They do have one animatronic, which is supposedly Disney's most expensive animatronic.
Is it the Olaf?
No, it's in the Pandora.
Oh, oh,
It's a
oh, okay,
Navi
okay,
animatronic in
okay.
the water,
Mm-hmm.
and it moves really fluid.
Oh,
I
that's
saw it.
cool.
It looks really good, and it's super giant, but it costs like Disney $10 million to make, over $10 million or something like that. That's probably
Man,
why
they
they don't
made that
have.
money. They made that money back for one day in the park, probably with how much the food, the
How much they charge for tickets?
merchandise, and all, or how much they charge for tickets nowadays.
I feel like when I was a kid, it wasn't that much. I mean, to be fair, we kind of went in for free because my mom worked there
Yeah. Like as a
for a
kid,
while.
my
But I
mom
think it
knew
was like 60
people,
bucks.
so
Like 60 bucks for a ticket.
it wasn't that expensive,
80?
I'm sure. But at the same time, we always knew people who who
Yeah,
got us in. But I think we paid them, but yet, yeah, we
not that
paid them,
much.
but yet, we always got in. But like now,
Because
it's
Disney
like
employees get like, I think 16 tickets a year to go whenever they want.
16. Mm,
Yeah, 16
nice.
tickets. If you work for Disney, you get 16 tickets. And you could like, they
Okay.
used to do it where you could give them to like anybody because they were like physical
Yeah.
tickets. I don't know if they can still do that now because
I remember
everything's like
as a
electronic.
kid, you had like we would meet them at the park and they would get us in.
Oh, really? Maybe that's what it was. I was a
Yeah.
kid, so I don't
Because
know
I know
how
at
it worked.
Universal, like they, if you had like at Universal with it being electronic, like they do something online where it's like they put your information down for the tickets and you go up to like this booth, you put in your information. Like I don't know if you scan some type your ID or like a card, like a credit card or something, and it will print out the tickets that was given to you, and you
We
just
should go to.
go in.
Let's go to City Walk tonight.
No, I'm good. Now back to the podcast and all that. Now back to the Avatar. Do you think that Avatar 4 and 5 are actually going to be released, or you think they're going to be postponed, or what? Because right now, Avatar 4 is scheduled for 2029, and Avatar 5 is scheduled for 2031.
Yeah, they're not getting
Like,
released.
or you think it's going to be like with Avatar 2 and 3, where it's just constantly was just getting postponed, pushed back, and all that?
I don't think they're gonna get released at all. I think by the time where me and you are 50 years old,
The launch footage of Avatar 4 and 5 gets released.
I might become a animated show or something, which I think I'll be fine with that.
That'd be cool. A cool way to explore Pandora through
I like
animation, I guess.
a CGI kind of animation. That'd be cool.
Hmm.
I think that'd be the next move. I don't know if we need another live action thing. If it's just
Yeah.
gonna be like this, what would be cool for the animation show is if it takes place thousands of years in the future and it's just like what happened to like the Jake Sullys and how they save
But so
Pandora
it
or how they let Pandora
so
fall.
it so it'd be like what's that one move? Kingdom no that is it Kingdom of the Planet? Like the latest Planet of the
Oh,
Apes film that takes place about like maybe 100 years after that
yeah, I think
third
it is
one.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. That so
Dang, that was a good movie. I know
where it's
people didn't
like
like it, but I
Caesar
kind of
was
liked
a
it.
myth that like I mean that would be cool. Like no maybe because I would love to see what 4 and 5 do, but at the same time, like I mentioned, I'm not too crazy for the Avatar film, so it's not something that's like, oh, it's my most anticipated films of the year. But with what 4 and 5, what it could do, I'm interested in seeing what they do because I
Right.
know at Fire and Ants that was a no, that wasn't like one of my anticipated films of the year. I think I put it in my least anticipated films of the year because I don't care for it. But like now, this is like in my top 10 of the year.
Avatar,
So
Avatar 3?
yeah, I think it might be
Must
10
not
or 9.
must not been a lot of good movies for you then. Because even
There's
Way
a
of Water,
lot of good movies.
you didn't put it in your top 10 of that year, I don't
I
think.
think Water I did have it in my top 10. I think, but I kind of did that because I didn't want to be ridiculed for not having it in my top 10. I don't know,
What
cause
year
like
was it?
I
That came
like
out
that movie.
2022. Yeah,
I like
2022.
that because I like that movie, but like I didn't love it as much as everyone else does. But like there were some movies here that came out this year that now everybody there was a lot of like praise for, but just watching it for me, it's like oh, it's just okay.
It's just an okay movie. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you know, I've seen people like have it in their top tens already. It's like that's not even in my top 10. That's probably like in my top 50. But well, you know, we'll get into that when we do our movie ranking. But
Special guest, maybe.
maybe,
A dude.
maybe, yep, yep.
Yeah,
But like yeah, Fire and Ass. It was epic, honestly. Like this was definitely one that caught me by surprise. Did it make me an Avatar, like a super diehard Avatar fan? No. But seeing what like it could possibly leave off and like some unfinished business like that it shows in this, like because we don't know what happened to Quaritch, Varang flew off. So it's like, are they could they be coming back some one way or another?
if somebody doesn't die on screen, they're not dead.
Yep.
Even if they
And
do
like
die on screen.
there was this one line that Quaritch said in the beginning, I'm hard to kill, something like that. So we could see that come in play. Like, but yeah, it's like, will he still be a bad guy? Like, how would they do that if they were to bring him back? But yeah,
Yeah,
now I do got to admit though, his character was a huge standout in this for sure. I really like what they
probably the
did with
best
his.
character. I
Yeah,
agree with you saying
probably.
that the Avatar films need to work on their characters in general, and try to make their characters stand out. Like
Even
how the
like,
MCU and how
mhm.
DC makes, they have like their standalone
even
characters that you can make
even
spin-off movies
Star
about
Wars.
either one of them. Star Wars too. This one, I wouldn't say it made me a fan of like maybe the characters, but it made me a fan of for sure of the Pandora world. I want to see way more of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure. And like, and with like the other side characters, I want to see more to them because it's like, oh, that one guy looks cool. Well, that one Navi looks cool. What happened to him? Is he dead? Is he alive? Or like with I guess Cliff Curtis character, like who was I guess the in charge of the Osen tribe of Osen Navi?
Hmm.
Did he live? I think he lived, but
The whales, the big
the
giant
wife
whales, they were.
died. The whale who was the one that got booted off the island pretty much. He survived, right?
I think the dad did survive, the chief of the water
Yeah.
tribe, because at the end of the movie, when they're all like, having sex in the
Mhm.
tree, they show him.
What?
Isn't that what they do with the tails?
No, I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
I mean, don't you remember when the fire avatar or the fire Navi put tails with the military avatar, and that scene was probably that made me a little awkward too. That whole scene. I don't know how you felt with
Ah,
that scene.
that whole stuff of her putting her thing onto the other Navi's thing.
And then when she
That
and
was
then
weird. Honestly, it's like what the.
blowing into the nose, and then like she cut his chest, and they were like
And
they had. I mean,
he's
they showed a scene with
they
them having sex.
like they literally like him showing her the fire gun and then her dragging him into the tent. Like, oh yeah, they're definitely fucking.
And his poor partner just there hanging out with all these like Navis,
He's
not even speaking their
jealous.
language. He doesn't even speak their language.
It,
He's just like,
Yeah, with that, it
"Where's my
was.
fire, baby?" At?
I don't know if he lived or not. That's the thing with him. I don't know if yeah, like there's other characters. It's like, did they live? Did they die? What happened with them? So yeah, that's really my main gripe with this film. But besides that, just everything that happens, what it explores, for the most part, I think it did really good with that, and also just exploring just the world of Pandora.
Pandora.
Pandora. No,
What is?
anything you
Does that
want
main need? Does that name mean anything? Because there's
to
like that
me?
music app named
Yeah, the
Pandora,
music app.
and
The
then there's that jewelry company named Pandora. Now
oh,
this,
I forgot about the jewelry company. To be honest,
and then little Greek Pandora's box thing, whatever. So I wonder if that's like if that name means anything. Let me ask
uh,
ChatGPT. Hey
Google.
ChatGPT.
Google. It says a boring bivalve most luck of a fragile cell, the unequal vowels of which form a box with a lid.
Hmm. So
Could be
Pandora's
something in the
box.
Bible. Just
No,
like
it's Greek. I
Pandora
think
and
that's Greek.
ancient
That's Greek
Greece,
mythology.
Eve was known as the first woman on. No.
It's Greek mythology.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time Pandora was used. Did you hear about James Cameron? The reason why he made them blue was I don't know if this is true or not, but I want to believe is that his mom had a dream about blue people,
I can
blue
believe it.
aliens, and he's like, "I'll make a movie about that."
I can believe it. I mean, he's been working on Avatar since the 90s pretty much. He had the idea of it, and I think even Guillermo del Toro backed this up
Yeah.
because he was talking about how he had this idea since the 90s.
What's an idea that you have, man? And yeah, do you want to make a world like this?
Be cool. Like it'll be cool, but like I don't know, my idea I guess it's more of a street level heroes type vibe.
Street level Navi vibe.
Oh, street level naughty vibe. Just imagine that.
They need to put the Navis in the MCU.
um, no, James Cameron would not let that happen.
Make a
I
whole
don't think
Doctor
he will
Strange
let.
portal, and Jake and his family's like, "What's going on?" Strange's like, "We Jake, we need you.
I can just see
Avengers Doomsday is coming."
like
Ta-da!
I will not lie. This obviously will not happen, maybe, but I think it would be cool. Like they do kind of like some Alien Predator Avatar crossover type thing. Like for the
It's all
comics,
it's
for the
all Disney,
comics,
right?
yeah, it's all Disney. But for the comics, but I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't know. I don't feel like James Cameron will allow that to happen. But then again, they're making. I think there are some comics
There's some
based
Navi
on it,
comics, I think.
and I remember reading that James Cameron planned on like writing a novel about the book. I mean, about the movie. But while there are some books out there, so it could happen. But and we all know there are the video games. It'll be cool to happen. It'll be cool to see happen. I will admit that. What do you like to see?
I already mentioned this, but I want to see more. I would like to see an animated universe or an animated show take place. Some CGI stuff.
That'd be cool. Like I remember, like James Cameron when when they were doing press for The Way of Water, he was asked if like a live action show could happen for Disney Plus, and he was just straight up like, no, with how long it takes for the special effects, the CGI, and all that, it is not possible unless if they ever like could get the like if the technology is advanced where it's like performance capture could fully capture the CGI like right there on screen to like right away as it's being filmed, then that could be possible. But
They would have
until
to use
then,
AI.
no way.
They would have to use AI.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Hmm.
if James Cameron's a big fan of AI.
He's not against AI,
I know
but
Guillermo del Toro is.
okay, okay, whoa, he's Del Toro's
Anyways,
really like fuck AI, and rightfully so.
not to get to another tangent about
Yeah, we don't
AI.
need to get into
We
AI again, but I'm just saying that James Cameron has, I think James Cameron is on the board for, yeah, he's on a board of directors of an AI company, Stability AI, and I think, but yet I think he is like against it in film in a way, or like it depends on how it's used in film.
right.
That's that's all I'm going to say. Even though the Terminator films pretty much showed us why not to use it,
I forgot he
especially
did
with the first
Terminator
two.
and
Yeah,
Aliens.
Aliens, yes.
Oh, there you go. He can make a whole movie about the Navi fighting the Terminators slash the Xenomorphs as they're driving the Titanic.
What would be You've seen Terminator, right?
One of them.
One of Terminator 1,
Judgment Day.
Terminator 2, Judgment. That's the best one, honestly.
Oh,
That's
that's
the
the
only
only
one that
one.
matters in my opinion. But you've seen Aliens, right?
Yep.
And you've seen Titanic.
Yep.
You seen any other James Cameron films or
Those are the
besides the
only
Avatar?
ones.
Okay, let's you know what? Let's rank those. Let's
I
rank the
haven't seen
James Cameron films
Aliens.
that we have watched.
I don't think I've seen Aliens.
Really?
I've seen the first one and
No.
then the Romulus.
Oh, okay, okay.
But let me hear your ranking, Brandon, of the
All
James
right, all
Cameron
right,
movies you've seen. He's
all
only
right.
made like
And
5.
most of them was taking forever for Avatar.
2
But
Terminator movies, 1 Alien movie, and then
he made Piranha
1
2, but
Titanic.
that was more like they just used his name.
You made Piranha?
There's a whole story about that. Like I think they just used his name and stuff like that, and he got mad and like he was still like a rookie or something like that. He was only
Okay.
responsible for the shooting. Then they fired him, but they still used his name. But he did Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, True Lies, Titanic, Avatar, Avatar Way of Water, and Avatar Fire and Ash.
Have you seen all
So
of those?
I have not seen True Lies, The Abyss, or Piranha. Based off the films I've watched, my James Cameron directed film ranking in last place, Titanic. Like I I might need to
I
rewatch
can
it,
see
but I
that.
remember watching it young and I don't
Finding
really
it
remember
boring.
much of it, but at the same time, no, being a kid watching that stuff was probably not the best. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I mean you're a kid and it's like a romance movie. You're gonna be bored, and it's
Hey,
3 hours long.
but hey, seeing titties like that as a kid.
I forgot you see your titties.
Yeah, yep. And number six,
Number 6,
Avatar.
the first
The
one.
first one. The first one. Like, it's interesting. I respect it, but I'm just not too crazy for the app. I wasn't just too crazy for it. It does have some very cool moments, and the action is epic. But yet, it did start a trend of 3D movies, especially movies that didn't need to be in 3D afterwards. That ended up making movie tickets be overpriced as hell. But hey,
They still make
hey,
3D movies, even though
It's not as popular now as it
No.
was.
I remember all those old 3D movies. They would always do like, oh, they would always try to point at the camera.
Yeah.
I was watching 300 yesterday, and it was doing that too.
All right. At number 5, I have Avatar: The Way of Water.
Okay.
I liked what it did with Jake and Neytiri. I like what it did with the characters for the most part, but at the same time, does suffer from what I feel like. No, does suffer from it. Like, oh, everyone else except for the main characters isn't important, and it does have that whole hour of it being an Ocean Life PSA. At number 4, probably Avatar: Fire and Ash, because it was kind of what I was wanting to see in an Avatar film. It does have its epic moments. I did really like
Right.
what it did with Korritz and how it introduced Farang, but there were just parts of it that is like where same flaw with the other two Avatar films where it's like the side characters do not feel important at all, or like or it's kind of like, wait, did they survive? Did they not? Were they even in the final battle? What happened to them? Number 3, it's been a while since I've seen this one, but I have Terminator, the first one. Like, very interesting because this was more like a horror film of like this robot trying to kill this one lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, how James Cameron was able to do this, I guess I remember they were like, I think Arnold was talking about how there were scenes where they didn't have a permit, so they were like filming without a permit.
This is filmed in LA or New York?
L.A.
LA.
Like they didn't have a permit, so they'd be like, James Cameron be like, hey, go over there and punch that window and knock down and break the glass on that car window. So, like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy how that film got made. And I remember Arnold was talking about, like, this was the
Yeah.
first film Arnold said, I'll be back. So, but yeah,
The
he didn't
first
want
part
to
of that
say,
movie was good.
yeah, he didn't want to say, I'll be back. He wanted to say, I will be back, because he sounded like, since he was a Matsine, it sounded like normal for a Matsine to say, I'll be back. No, I will be back. But James Cameron was like,
I'll be back.
okay, did you write the script? Then say what the fucking script said. Then say what's in the fucking script. And
That's
it
funny.
turned out, I'll be back was a huge phenomenon, as he ended up saying it in every
I
movie
will be
he's
back.
in afterwards.
I'll be back. Get to the chopper.
That's Predator.
Yeah. I'll be back.
But one of my favorite Arnold quotes: "Put that cookie down now."
This is that Jingle Bells.
Yeah, jingle all the way.
Oh, Jingle all the way.
But at number 2, I have Aliens.
Ah,
I
Sigourney
really,
Weaver.
like this one. It was epic. It had great action. It like turned the Alien, for instance, like this was just an action-packed Alien film. That's how it explores the theme of motherhood with both Sigourney Weaver and Newt, and with the Queen Alien with the aliens. I just thought that was just done perfectly
Perfect.
well. It was fascinating, and it just fucking sucks how the third film ruined all that.
Really? You didn't like the third one at all?
Third one, it's fucking awful.
All right. Language.
It's it was so bad. Ruined what this film set up for with the characters and all that. Like we spend a film waiting, like having these characters fighting to survive, only for pretty much most of them to be killed. Like, yeah, most of them to be killed off in the very beginning of the third film.
I don't
My
know. Yeah, I
opinion,
don't know. Yeah.
in my opinion, there needs to be some type of legacy sequel taking place right after the second film, ignoring Aliens 3 and 4.
I mean, do you think the actors will want to come back for that?
There has been talks, but who knows?
I like what they're doing right now with the Alien
Sigourney
franchise.
Weaver has said that she had talks about coming back, but she doesn't know.
Right.
But like what they've been doing with the like what they did with Romulus, and even with Predator Badlands, really good. So I have hopes for those franchises now since Aliens and Predator is connected. But at number one, and my favorite James Cameron directed film is Terminator 2. I just thought this
Judgment
was an
Day.
yeah, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This was just a much better Terminator film, I think, much better than the first one. But just how we have the Terminator now being this good guy, protecting John Connor, protecting Sarah Connor. That was just awesome. Arnold was just great in this film.
Immaculate. You think that was his best role, acting wise?
Acting wise,
Yeah.
maybe he has other roles.
You can't think of any though.
I mean, Jingle All the Way.
Okay.
And the Expendables. A lot of others, but yeah, probably. Honestly, it's really good.
Arnold
But
in
that
his
is my
prime.
but that is my ranking of James Cameron directed films that I have watched.
What is your guys' ranking?
Yes, let us know in the
Let's
comments
hear it.
below and follow us for more. But like, is there anything you want to add? Like anything you want to talk about before
Well, I want to
as
add
we wrap it up?
2 plus 5 gives me 7. Add that subtracted to 6 gives me
Okay.
1.
I guess not.
No, I haven't really
That's
seen all the James Cameron movies. I've seen the Titanic, Judgment Day, and then these Avatar films. It's always
okay.
surprising to me to know how long he's been directing for.
And how little films he directed because of how long it takes for the Avatar films.
Yeah, because when you talk about like great directors, not a lot of people bring up James Cameron, in my opinion. They always
He
bring
is
up
a great director.
Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan, but they don't
Yeah.
really throw James Cameron in there. But going through his like filmography, he's done a
Hmm.
lot.
Yeah, like he does
I
a
mean, the
lot
last
of
4 movies he's done has all been $1 billion like dollars.
yeah. He does a lot of producing too. Even writing cuz like he was
Hmm.
actually originally supposed to direct Alita Battle Angel. Now wrote the script and all that, but he was like, "Nah, I'm going to do Avatar instead." And what Alita Battle Angel did eventually get released in 2019, as that was directed by Robert Rodriguez. But James Cameron was still involved with. Now, I think James Cameron wrote the script, and he co-wrote the script, and he produced it.
I wanted that one. I wanted to see that one and another female lead one by Zack Snyder. I think Sucker Punch. Did you ever watch that one?
It's not good. It fucking sucked.
Oh, you seen it?
I saw it in 2020 or 2021. I think it was 2020
Ooh,
during the pandemic. It was
damn! It
like
was
during the
bad, huh?
pandemic era. I hated it. It
Do you
was
are you a big fan of Zack Snyder?
I like some of his movies. Like if some of his movies are good, but just some of it, like Sucker Punch, Rebel Moon,
Is
fucking
it too much
sucked.
slow mo? He just uses too much slow mo.
That and like I don't know. For me, Sucker Punch was just confusing.
Hmm. Is
But
it based off
with
anything or?
I think it might be based off. No, I don't think. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't remember. But like with Rebel Moon, that was his original idea, and like one of the producers for that was like, "Oh yeah, this is our version. This is like pretty much our fuck Star Wars movie."
And it wasn't good. I gotta
It
watch
wasn't
it.
good.
Is it like even worth to watch or not really?
Watch it, and we can make fun of it in a podcast in the future. So yes,
Okay.
it's worth it.
3 hours though, too, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's two, part one and part two.
Oh. Anyways, nah, there's nothing I
No,
really want to add to the James Cameron Avatar
no.
debate.
Talk
He's
about also.
doing pretty well.
Let me add back to him. No, writing and producing. He did write the
Nah,
story, and he did produce Terminator: Dark Fate, which was the last Terminator film that came out.
The
And
last Terminator film I watched was Genesis as a kid,
that one was okay. Dark Fate was okay.
and I don't
There
remember
was
anything
like
of it.
a something that happened in the beginning that kind of like left a stain in the film, to be honest, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
yeah, but and he does like have some creative consultant parts too, like because I remember for Alien Romulus, who directed that, now talked about how he talked to James Cameron and Ridley Scott about the film, because Ridley Scott directed the first Alien film and James Cameron directed the second one, so kind
Three
of gave some
hours and a
input.
half.
Rebel Moon.
Director's cut.
Oh, direct. What's funny about the director's cut of Rebel Moon? Zack Snyder had full creative control over both Rebel Moons, but for some reason, he decided to do director's cuts for both of them, even though he had full control. So I'm pretty sure he was just only doing that for the memes, because of the whole director's cut for this Justice League movie. And I have not seen no talk about the director's cut of both Rebel Moons.
I'll watch them.
Oh boy.
They came out this year too, ain't it? Or last year?
I think last year.
Yeah, his
Actually,
style of
almost
filmmaking is very dark and gritty.
like sometimes it works, because with Zack Snyder's Justice League, that it worked for that, but like for Batman versus Superman, not really. Yeah, well. Now back to James Cameron. Even when he isn't directing yet, he is still definitely one that stands out as a director for sure. Even if he is difficult to work with, according to some actors. Because I believe Sigourney Weaver talked about how he was yelling at one of the young actresses on set for Aliens, and Sigourney Weaver stood up to him like, "Hey, if you yell at one of them, you yell at all of us."
And then they kissed.
They're obviously friends, since he still worked with him for all these damn Avatar films.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be filming these films soon, because Sigourney
Yeah.
Weaver is
Because when
78,
you
I
told
believe,
me that the
and
next one's coming
Stephen
out
Lang is in it.
2089,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be over 80.
Yeah, they're gonna be over 80. That Zoe Saldana is gonna be over 50.
She's probably gonna be the same age Sigourney Weaver was when she made the first movie.
Rob, who knows? No, I think Sigourney Weaver was in her 50s, but with everything being delayed and everything, yeah, probably. I won't be surprised if it all just constantly gets delayed, like how these films did. Then again, the pandemic, the strike.
And then now with computers being limited supply, RAM being limited supply, all this, I feel like that's gonna affect the future of filmmaking too.
Probably, unfortunately. But anything final to say? Like, final thoughts on Avatar Fire and Ash. What is your taco meter score? You have to have the taco meter, man. You're the taco man. And also the Modelo man.
That's racist.
Well,
I just dropped.
according to Laney's brother, you're the Modelo man.
Final thoughts of this movie. I'm gonna give this movie a good 4 out of 5 tacos, maybe 4.5 if we get a director's cut. It was a good movie,
I don't
fun
think
to
we need a
watch,
director's
great,
cut.
great visuals, for sure. Top movie of the year. I kind of want to. I know I made a meme about like watching it again, but I have the Regal Pass. I kind of want to watch it again just because I want to live in that universe of
Yeah.
Pandora. I like how it looks. I don't know if I'll sit through the whole 3 hours again.
My gosh. Would you like? Okay, so you don't have to say. Don't say your top 10 list. Save that for the podcast. But is this in your top 10? You don't have to say. Don't say what place. Just say yes or no if it's in your top 10 list.
I gotta think about it, dude. I gotta revisit my top 10 movies. Maybe right now I'm thinking yes.
Okay.
But I gotta see all the movies that I watch and rank them. I gotta watch Sinners real quick. I've been watching that,
Watch it tonight. Watch it right after doing this podcast.
but I'm watching Rebel Moon.
Sinners is more important.
But
Why will you watch
got
Rebel Moon?
they got robot titties.
No, they don't. Well, maybe
No?
maybe in the director's cut for all I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think no, 4 tacos out of 5. I give it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. 9 out of 10. Like, it was just epic. Like, now, this was kind of just what I was wanting to see in a Avatar film, in a way. The action and just how it did exploring. Even though a lot of the secondary characters are very forgettable, like that one guy who helped Jake Sully escape from the cage. You remember him?
Yeah, he was just
Like,
kind of there.
he's like,
in and
"Go
out.
get out here," and he just runs off. It was like, "Oh shit! Did he get arrested or something?" Like, we don't know what happened to him. So
Yeah, I hate that these movies take so long to make too, because we're not gonna know for like years.
yeah,
Who knows if
we're
we're
not.
even
Who knows? Who knows? We'll still be alive by then. Nuclear war happens right when Grand Theft Auto 6 releases. Finally,
Terminators taking over.
AI taking over the Terminator bodies, taking us over.
Yep.
But
Anyways,
yeah, this was a good one. This did make me a little bit more of a fan for the Avatar franchise. For sure. Yeah.
excuse me.
But I think that pretty much wraps it for this episode of the podcast, which this will most likely be our final episode of the year. But stay tuned for our next episode, as that is going to be a huge, big one, as we want to be talking about our favorite films of the year and our least favorite films of the year. We're going to be giving our top 10 and our bottom 10 for 2025 films. So stay tuned for that. But have you seen Avatar Fire and Ash? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you not? Are you excited for the Avatar sequels? Do you think we're going to get the Avatar sequels? Let us know in the comments below. Check out our socials in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and everything. Subscribe to our podcast on whatever platforms we're on. And Marin, you have any final things to say? As this is our final podcast episode of the year.
May peace be with you, the Navi. I don't know what they say in their Navi world, but Navi talk.
Okay, you heard it there.
Thank you for joining us into this journey into fantasy.
We'll see you next year.